Well, there's all that tornado came through over the weekend, all of that rain, and now that site where the house was is now a man-made pond. So drains are in, see these green sticks here? This is the end of the stormwater and the sewer. You'd expect this one to have just as much of a put away. That's for you.
That's the red mark. Well, what do you got to eat, mate?
Oh, heaps. Custard square and steak and cheese pie.
Oh.
Welcome to Lower Hutt's newest lake. This is the first time I've had to run a pump on a site to prep it. Got my fire hose. One of the things you have to do with the pump is we have to prime it. That means we have to fill it with water before we turn it on so that it actually works. So it creates that suction. Now we need more water, so we're going to obviously sacrifice the drink bottle today.
Oh no.
We're going to run it into the back garden, and then obviously it'll still make its way to the low point, but by that time we would have done the majority of the prep. Let's get this bad boy fired up. Fuel on, choke off, start stop. Pretty cool, eh? So that's what's called a muck pump. It can handle sucking up a bit of dirt. Look at this, our hose has even got a few leaks. subdivision update. Got your lens cap. This is probably worse. So we've set the pump up and we're putting it in the back corner where all the vegetation is. We've kept it away from the edge. Obviously we don't want to like flood the neighbours' properties. Obviously over time it's going to work back to the low spot, but what we're hoping is that in the meantime the grass and the plants absorb enough. You can already see, like, look how much it's dropped already. It was like a lake before and now it's a smaller lake. It's a puddle. I think it was a wise idea to get the pump set up, as much as a hassle as it was. You know, this is just a good example of like, I didn't plan to be here at all today, and like, it's not only just popping in and setting up the pump, but it's like picking up the pump. Success. Go to the petrol station. Success. Now I've also got to go do that in reverse. Yes. So that one phone call has added 2 hours to today's timeline that wasn't even there. Let's go to Y for 2. It's not just about the office, it's about keeping all the jobs moving. You know, imagine they're all like little, like a line of all these little cars and you gotta like push them all forward. That's a bad description. I think one of the things that's hard for people to get their head around is that, you know, because the builder is spending like 1,500 hours or something on one job, they imagine that it's 1,500 hours in a linear line start to finish, but it's actually quite sporadic, and there's bits and pieces at the start and then there's lots of bursts. One phone call can bump a job by weeks, and so you have to run a successful business, you have to have multiple jobs on the go, ideally at different stages. Like yesterday was a real bad rain day, and so everything that was planned got cancelled. 2 of the guys asked for the day off and that was perfect, and 2 of the guys ended up coming and doing some work at the office, and one of the guys went out to one of our jobs that's got a roof on, the Papakofi house, because it's got a roof on. They could kind of like chip away at some internal stuff. So yeah, cool story, yeah. So drains are in, see these green sticks here? This is the end of the stormwater and the sewer for this property, and then the same there, which is great. That means now we can think about doing this fence along here. Next thing we're really waiting for, same as exactly what's happening down the road. Where the old house was, there's a big hole, which we now need to fill up. That one there has caught and held way more rain than this one here. You'd expect this one to have just as much of a put away.
To the tip.
To the tip. The tip number 2. Like 3 guys there and we just barrow from the street to the pad.
Yeah, that means we can definitely get it done.
Morning. So like base course is a quarter of the price of concrete. So but you want a certain thickness of concrete. So you build that up with base course so that you're not overspending on your concrete. Basically.